What if they like you? What if your dreams come true? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Will you reap the rewards? How far are you willing to go? Can you handle the pressure? When someone is always watching?
Not at all. The only person that said that they might throw me a sympathy vote was Vivek, but I didn't push for it. It wasn't important for me. At that point I knew I was going out the doors, so I didn't want him to ruin his game by throwing me a sympathy vote. So it wasn't a shocker. I think because I was the oldest female, he thought that, again, I spearheaded this all woman alliance. He knew I was a super fan. I think he was probably scared that I knew the game so well and that I would target him eventually down the line. But truth be told, Anthony was never my target. Eventually I'd probably get him out because he is a huge threat and he's played this game before, but he was very far away from my pecking list. If anything, I'd like to carry him even further than if some girls got off, but I don't know. He just thought she's the one to go for, and he pinned me in a corner because there was no getting out of that. As soon as he said, "You're my target," no one would even look at me or wanted to talk game with me. It was like, okay, my game's done. This is very unfortunate. And it was all over lies too. So all I could do was defend myself, which is exhausting when that's all you have to give to people. Is it wasn't me. I didn't say those things. It was hard. We did it right from the jump. It was like day 2. We were all getting ready for our like winter's fashion show. And I do think that this is the first time I've seen such a powerful group of women who are so intelligent. And I thought maybe we can make history. Maybe we can actually do an all-female alliance that works. I didn't see much in terms of like showmances happening, just the way the men were versus the women. So I was like, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time we can do a all-female alliance. And I think I was just probably the most vocal about it, but everyone else seemed on board with it. But I knew shortly after that it was fizzling because just the excitement wasn't there anymore. Did I spearhead the female alliance? I honestly think I did. But then Avery kept saying that she thinks she did. So then I start second guessing myself. But I do know I was probably like the most vocal about it. I was just very passionate about it. There's only been 3 female winners in 10 full seasons of Big Brother Canada. So I just want a female to take this one for a win. And so I was very vocal, definitely, about that, how I want a woman to win. Yeah, spearhead. I wish I could remember. Honestly, I feel like I need to go back and watch it. It definitely was the most vocal. I'm going to be screaming at myself and disappointed that I didn't fight, but it's so different when you're actually in the house. Again, I can only equate it to, I felt like I was a cancer in the house. Nobody wanted, as soon as Anthony said I was the target, no one would want to talk to me. They would exit conversation. I'd be wanting to talk to someone and they'd like leave the room on me, or their eyes were really like shady and like they wouldn't even look me in the eyes. I just felt like there was nothing I could say or do. I would have loved to have worked with Dennis. Dennis knows the game as much as I do. He and I have, we're older, we're more mature. We have that emotional intelligence that I think maybe some of the younger players don't have. And I know we could have done amazing things in the game, but he wouldn't give me anything. Even when he had the power of veto, I knew he wasn't going to use it on me. And I would go blue in the face trying to convince him to do it. Yeah, it's so hard when you're actually in that house. And I do admit that I did go into a little bit of like self-preservation mode, because it was like psychological warfare of like, what I was dealing with and feeling so outed in the house. I did have a strategy going into the game. I actually wanted to win the very first HOH. So having that whole, you know, returnees entourage thing, it really threw a wrench into my whole plans. I wanted to win that first HOH. I wanted to sit down with each and every house guest, and then I could handpick who I would want to work with, and then move forward throughout the game and have like a really solid alliance. But I never got that opportunity. As soon as there was teams and, you know, you had those returning amazing house guests, my strategy went right out the window. They were incredible. That was my one takeaway is, as short as my time was in the Big Brother Canada house, I played in 4 competitions and I kind of kicked butt. Very close. I was the second last female standing in Pitfall, the very first one. The HOH competition, I wanted to be splattered with paint. I kept trying to send Spicy B like my psychic messages like, don't be scared to spray the mom in the house. I want to be sprayed with paint. I want my kids to see me splattered. And then the HOH competition, or the have and have not competition, so much fun. I love digging through the sludge, the butter, and the cherry sauce, and then putting my face into those disgusting pies. And my team in particular, we were the elders, we were the older people in the house, and we beat all the other teams. So that felt amazing. And then the one with the down the rabbit hole with the puzzle in the dark, that one was so much fun. I love escape rooms, and that was very escape room-esque. I've done escape rooms where I'm completely in the dark, so I felt comfortable. I knew exactly what my strategy would be for that game, and I was so close. I know I was so close. I haven't watched it yet. And I think towards the end, once Dennis started checking, I panicked a little, and then I just started switching tiles that I thought were incorrect. I think if I took a little bit more time and actually felt the puzzle and calmed myself down, I could have taken the win. But again, panic kicked in, and I messed that one up. Just the opportunity to live out a dream. It's something I've always wanted to do. And there wasn't a day that I was in that house that I was like, pinch me, I'm here, I made it. This is so surreal. The house itself, it was so beautifully decorated. And everywhere you went was a reminder of all these amazing other all-stars that have played the game. On the floor was every single winner in their own, like, it was like their own Hollywood Walk of Fame. So I would just see these amazing people that I've watched for years and years and years. And then in the pool room was all the trophies of all these former players that have had amazing accomplishments, like 7 HOH wins or being evicted from the house 3 times. And it was just, I just loved every minute of it. And I'm so grateful. And check off my, bucket list.